Am I live yet? Am I live yet? Am I live yet? Yet? How about, oh, now, there we are. Now it says I'm live. Welcome to the live stream. It's the climb to one. Okay, first things first, we're going over the end of day review. However, there are some notes. All right, first thing, this says we're down 233.96. That's not correct. 175 minus, let's call that 10. So 165 minus 20, 145. I'm down 145 today. I don't know why this is saying 233.96. And I'm not even down that because we sold our YBTC for a $40 gain. So that unrealized became realized. I I don't know what's going on with this. Ever since I did margin, this has gone crazy. This is not adding properly anymore. You'll also see, yes, margin. We have a special about the margin in a moment. We need to take care of some bookkeeping. Let me see. Where's my buy? Where's my buy? Well, we can start here. We sold YBTC at $53.54 a share, over $10 a share. Or no, I'm sorry, 2.36. $100 YBTC sold through your account. It's complete. You receive a 50.79, 44, 44. Okay, that's all I'm at. We've already done other things. But yes, we sold out of our position at profit. Boom. We did a options call. That was very nice. $20 in. Okay, that's why it's not in order of freaking. I don't care about y'all. Where is the one that I want? Okay, anyways, we'll just go here. I don't know. Oh, yes, that's right. We can just do it this way. We just scroll down here. All right. Show more. Boom. So we bought 34 shares. 34 shares brought me to 50. Then we used margin to buy the other 50 to get to 100. Well, actually, to get to 99.8. Hence, this one to get to 100.8. Okay? So, well, how'd this happen? Okay. Obviously, my rent comes up on the 1st. I room with my landlord and a good friend of mine. So instead of paying $600, I'm going to pay $1,200 on the 1st. That way, he fronted me $600 now, so that I can go ahead and get $600 into the market. Boy, did I miss time badly, though, because we bought Coney. But when did we buy Coney? We bought Coney here on the overnight. Instead of taking my happy ass to bed, going to sleep, I woke up at 9:30, buying, here or even here. No, I bought here. That's kind of put a kink in things because Coney is now down at 1603, and had I bought down here, we would have lowered the cost basis and be up a little. And then things would be glorious. But again, we're not worried too much about this. We were expecting Coney to come down. We were expecting Misty to come down. They've just been doing too good of late. And these aren't supposed to do really well on the... they're supposed to do really well on the dividends. They're not supposed to do really well on the capital gains, what I'm trying to say. So that's the big news. We already used some leverage. We came in 100 shares. So let's get to our point of business. Well, Robinhood Legends is better for that. Boom. Okay, our losers today. $76 from Misty, representing a 15% drop. 108 from Coney, representing a 6.27% drop. YMAG lost $1.53, representing less than a percent drop. NVDY brought up $2.24, representing a 2% gain. And Maxi 728 representing a 5% gain. If we look over here, the only loser we have on the overall is Coney. Everything else is still up, and Max is still up 40%. Our once true king, Misty, has dropped down to only 8%, but that is still relatively good. NVDY is up 5.25%. YMAG's almost at 1% up, and Coney is now 4% down. We expect that we expect this stuff to shake out a little better Friday and Monday. Remember, Friday we have a big dividend payment from Misty, $56 and some change. YMAG bringing like 74 cents. Thank you, YMAG. It's still appreciated. So, this is where I would tell you where those dividends are going to go. But this is where I will first explain how M1 Finance did their dividends. I would say, hey, M1 Finance, I have $5,000 in my account because $5,000 was the minimum for margin on M1. Let me borrow monies. And they said, yes, take my monies. And then we would buy stock. And then when we wanted to pay down the dividend, we would say specifically, hey, M1, I would like to pay down the dividend. Here is money. And it would take that money and it would lower the margin that I borrowed. Or I could say, hey, M1, I'll just pay the interest. I'm not worried about the dividend, about the margin right now. I'm going to buy more stocks with my money. And it's like, sure, do that. That's good too. Well, with Robinhood, it works a little different. 728. Hey, didn't you borrow like 8 something to buy that? I did. But you basically, individual cash does not exist on Robinhood once you've borrowed margin. I was looking all over for my 20 in individual cash from here, and it had just put it right in here. I told you that I had sold my YBTC. I was going to put that money into NVDY because NVDY is in Group D and will have the next pay. YBTC also pays around the same time as MSTY, but I wanted to consolidate. I was up a little on YBTC. I wanted to focus it to NVDY, take my gains, flip it into NVDY, and roll on down the street. Instead, that too went into my margin used. Oh, so I don't have the flexibility with margin that I had over at M1. However, a few things. With M1, you can't trade whenever you want to. You tell it what trades you want to do. You make a pie, it'll trade the pie. You give it a single stock, it'll do the single stock buy. But it'll do that at the opening market every day, automatically, without you. There is no price set, nothing like that. Whatever the rate is, it buys in the morning. So you don't have flexibility of purchase or sell, but you had way more flexibility with the dividend. I never did dividends on Webull, so I'm not sure how that works. But here, once you've used that margin, you're kind of locked in until that margin's paid. Now, I will give Robinhood credit for this. Robinhood started out as being new user friendly. You hadn't done stocks before, we're friendly, we're easy, we're not confusing like Webull. We don't throw charts and stats at you, you're good. Come over here and learn, which is very good. This will absolutely, this is the safest way to do margin. Hey buddy, you borrowed 1,000, pay that shit back instantly. Every time you get something, it comes into this. Now I still have the 100 shares of Coney. That's front loaded, I've got that now. That's out of the way. Again, the problem is I did buy high. Oops. Yep. Just go to bed. Don't buy in the overnight. Go to bed. Stop it. Just go to bed. Buy in the morning. Yeah, that's what we learned. But now I'm kind of locked in here until the 728.11 is paid. So that 57 between Misty and YMAG that's coming Friday is just going right in here. That's it. That's where it's going. To update though, because I put in 580, we put in 588 because we had to get Robinhood Gold, okay? But we're not going to count the 8. Look, I had 1,120 in. We put 580. That's 1,700. All right, we're up $70.19 total. Is what this says. Okay, is what this says. But we don't trust this right now because this is doing crazy things. I'm probably going to put in 300 on the 29th anyways, and that'll be $2,000 in 3 months. We will be a full $500 ahead. And both the 600 that I put in last night and the 300 I'll put in on the 29th to account for December. Okay, so that will be a huge amount of money, but I'll be done for the year. January will be the next time that I deposit. And sadly, I had all these plans for the 300, how I was going to do it, how we were going to work it. Maxie's the only one that is not part of the YMAX. And what we're going to start doing is that since I have YMAG, which is weekly, and then I have NVDY, which is Group B, Coney is Group C, and Misty is Group D. There is Tesla, and there is TSMY in Group A, but when we're talking 190%, 74%, 170%, and even 21% from YMAG, I don't see going for TSMY at 5% or TSLY at 1%. Even though Tesla should probably do good with Elon up in Doge now. Not the crypto, the government. Yeah. Government efficiency. Yes, that's it. The Department of Government Efficiency. So what we're going to do is we're going to act like YMAG is in Group A. So NVDY is going to buy Coney. Coney is going to buy Misty. Misty is going to buy YMAG. And YMAG is going to buy whatever week it falls in. So if it's Group A week, YMAG is buying YMAG. If it's Group B week, it's buying NVIDIA, NVDY. Group C is going to buy Coney, and Group D week is going to buy Misty. And then, what's Maxie going to do? Maxie's going to be self-contained. When I deposit, I will choose to put money directly into Maxie. And then Maxie will grow itself. Which means I need to go put Maxie back on drip. I took Maxie off drip. Oh, now that's interesting. If I drip, does it skip going into margin used? But right now, we're not going to do that. We're going to let the margins hit the margin. We're going to let the dividends hit the margins used. We're going to get this 728.11 paid down. Now, that's not going to be paid down until January, unfortunately. But hey, it is what it is. We've got the 100 shares of Coney locked up and locked up early. We wouldn't have got it this fast, okay? But I just wanted to go over. We did close the business. Huge chunk today. But overall, still up. Very nice. I wanted to come down here. And we like to come here. We like to get a visual on the growth. This is not that pretty. A 7.9 is pretty hype. 5.6 is pretty hype. 40 is pretty hype. The size of the square is the size of the position. This is like a $1,600 position now. This is a $400 position, okay? So that's why the positions are what the positions are on the size. And then the color, the more green, the better, all right? And then it'll give you the number of percent. And if you have caught dividends, yeah, 1632 in dividends. That is included into it. Nice and neat. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool, huh? Boom. And then we can look here. 189.28 is what I am up. On the month, I am still beating the S&P, even after today's really bad day. On the day, the S&P is on the 7 day. The S&P is drumming me because of today. And on the 3 month, it's slightly ahead of me. But remember, I don't have 3 months. I have 2 months. So it's got a free month on me. But it did pass me on the 3 month. I'm still beating it on the 1 month. Then we wanted to look at dividends, because this is the important thing. Yes, we took a shocker on growth. But now we're expecting rather huge payouts. We went from not long ago this being like, hey, you're going to get 180. You're going to get 120. No. We're up to 336, all right? Projected for next month. Now, it's probably not going to be that. Why is it probably not going to be that? Misty's probably not paying $4 3 months in a row. Coney's probably not paying $2 in back-to-back months. But the big one here is Coney. Coney's probably paying $1 a month. And if it pays to, we're celebrating. That's going to be huge. Also, December is going to receive 5 YMAG payments because the payment that would be for the last week of November is being pushed to Tuesday on December. And then you'll still get that Friday pay. So that's kind of shifted things. But we are expected over the next 12 to make $2,802.39 in dividends. That's huge. That's insanity. That's amazing. We loves. Again, take that with a grain of salt. That's going to be down, but it's still going to be over 1,200 just off Coney. Well, why do we say that? Well, let's take a look. Coney dividend history. Coney just doesn't pay less than $1. Is it going to be $1? Is it going to be $1.10? Oh, maybe $1.50. And then sometimes it's like boom, 2, boom, 2.8, boom, 2.7. Yeah, you give me a 2.8 next month after I just bought 100 shares. Jeebus. We're going to be super happy. But it's pretty consistent. It's pretty good. And it doesn't pay low. It always gives you like a good solid $1, which on a $16 a share stock is insanity. Okay? So what we're going to be looking at using our tools here. No, not this. Coney's the big boy now. Coney's in the lead. We know how much we paid for Coney because we can come over and look here. And then you can take your calculator. Just like this. So what are we looking for with Coney? We've got 100.79824 times 16.69. We put about $1,682.32 in it. So what do we want back from Coney? Well, every time we're looking over here on this bad boy, we want those dividends to pile in. We want those dividends to reach 1,000. What my calculator say? $682.32. That's the goal. We want Coney to produce itself as quickly as possible over the course of a year, hopefully, through dividends alone. And then whatever capital is left is profit. And this 1,682 is already transferred into other stocks. Same thing with Misty. Misty had a capital gain. Whoa. I didn't know I could click on that. Sorry about that. Misty has a capital gain of 21.54, but it's about to register that it's going to be a $56 dividend in there. And that's going to make this go up. That's going to be a little better. How much do we have in Misty? In Misty, we're sitting on about 4 something. 12.673819 times 31.56. Yeah, $400, pretty much even. So we're just looking for $400 back from Misty. That's why that $4 payment to get us 57 is so huge. That is a chunk. That's insanity. But that's where we're at. That is the close of business today. Kind of a down day. After hours is already up $14 though. So after hours is peaking. I don't know why this total is so incorrect. That bothers me. I don't get that. But it's okay. I'm good with it. We now have 1,700 into the account. So this looks like I'm 86.52 up. Which right over here is the profit and loss overall. That doesn't add up because this is 64 down. This is 85, 86, 87 up. So now we're like, that's still not 233 on the day. I don't get how they got 233. 160 minus 9 minus the 20. that I got for the options. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, did we really hit the options? I'm not sure that we hit the options. I know I've mentioned it, but we brought in 20 because we have 100 shares. So we did a $20 strike price. Well, we're down here at 1605. I don't think by December 20th we're going to get up to 20. And if we do, follow 100 shares at $20 each and have the $20. That works for me. Yeah, 2020 bucks sounds good. Considering we put 1700 into the account, I will take that deal. So we're going to be looking for these Coney call options every month, and hopefully we can get a good price like 20. 20 is pretty good. Was there anything else then? No, because all the strategy I was going to talk to you about is now just okay. Strategy is pay down margin used. Yeah, so I don't know how I would have researched this, but just be careful when you do a platform and look for like how do they do their margin, because none of the Robinhood videos I watched on margin, they all showed you how to use it. They didn't tell you that okay, but once you use it, you're locked in. There is no such thing as individual cash until margin used goes down. So that's interesting. That's neat. But that's it, guys. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Remember, tomorrow is dividend day. Although we're kind of sad now because the dividend is just going into the margin use. But it is what it is. It's fine. We're good. We're good. So I will see you again tomorrow on dividend day. Have a good one.